After the game, James Washington apparently requested a trade. Now, Des Bryant, this was an interesting series of events. Either during the game or shortly after, Des Bryant tweeted that someone should trade for James Washington because he's a big time receiver. Shortly after, the next day, it came out that James Washington requested a trade. Since then, Tomlin has come out and said he has not requested a trade. But if you go on James Washington Twitter and look at his liked tweets, he's liked all the tweets talking about James Washington's requested a trade.
I'm sure he's got people in his ear. He's coming to the realization that he is buried deep down the depth chart.
He is, and it's, if he wants a trade, I see why. Obviously, he's not getting the opportunity in Pittsburgh.
No, there's other teams where he would have a better chance of and getting on the field.
I kind of feel bad. I've been wanting to see more of him, and he never gets a chance. And I think, I expected to see more of him in, like I see in the season. You're not going to get reps over Juju or Chase or Deontay, but we would have saw more of him in the preseason game. And I think he had one or two grabs.
We have seen him. He had finished with, he had 0 catches.
I think he was targeted once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, he was targeted twice.
Yeah. That's all I know.
But, they've given him opportunities, and he will make a play, but he'll have drops. And I don't know, I just don't see him as – he just doesn't get the separation that he used to get in college. Which is normal. You don't get that in.
Yeah.
He doesn't get separation. He's a guy that he's going to catch it on top of somebody. Mm-hmm. He's got good hands. He plays the ball well.
I still feel like he hasn't given the opportunity as much to succeed, but at the same time, when you're trying to win games, you're not better than Juju. You're not better than Chase and Deontay.
Yeah, and I think Deontay was a high pick, and he's played well and earned himself a spot.
Yeah,
Chase Claypool came on last season. He earned his spot,
and honestly, people have been pointing out that
man out.
Yeah, I don't even think he's 4th on the depth chart though. Ray McLeod gets more targets than he does in season and in preseason.
We'll see. He might not be 4th. He doesn't see the field very much unless there's injuries.
Yeah. So I don't know what they do. Has he requested a trade? Has he not?
But even when he's on the field, he's not very memorable. So.
Yeah. Well, he's had a few really big plays. I don't want to say he's not memorable at all.
He'll have plays, but he's not. He'll have a play, but he'll have a bunch of drops. And he doesn't get open.
That's the thing. And I always wonder, is it he's not being targeted, he's being ignored, or is it he's not getting open?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And you have players, there are receivers where they aren't the greatest at getting separation, but they're going to catch it. I can't even say that with James Washington because he has drops.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. For him, probably the best thing would be to get a trade. Maybe the Steelers can get a pick out of it because he's not going to be a guy that's going to be a mainstay.
Said he's a tough time for him in Pittsburgh. I think he does have potential. Best case for him, go somewhere where you can be number 3, at least get some looks. He's buried pretty low right now. Like I said, Ray McLeod gets more. Ryan Switzer got more looks than him last year. So,
and him and Dez, they both played at Oklahoma State, so there's that connection there.
Yeah,
they didn't play together, but they both played at the same university. He's looking out for his friend.
Yeah, definitely.